Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday and happy Thanksgiving week. My name is Gabby, joined here with several representatives from the Boys Town Pediatric Weight Management Spark Clinic, and we are going to be discussing several healthy holiday tips to help you and your family prepare for the holidays ahead. So make sure you like this video, and as we go through our discussion, if you have any questions for our ahead and leave them in the comment section. So first, up here above me, we have Scott. Welcome, Scott. How are you?
Very good. Thank you.
Good. Please tell us more about yourself and your role at Boys Town.
My name is Scott Cunningham. I'm the physical therapist. My role basically is to assess any physical dysfunctions that may happen to our patients. We do some baseline testing looking at flexibility, coordination, strength, activity tolerance, develop exercise regimen for our patients, and then motivate and encourage them to kind of follow through and monitor them as they go through the process.
Awesome. And then next to Scott here, we have Carly. Carly, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having us today. So my name's Carly Rupiper. I'm a nurse practitioner, and I kind of take on the medical aspect of what can happen when your body has maybe too much weight gain or too much body size, because there can be some medical issues that can happen on the inside of our bodies, whether we're kids or adults, and these can cause some lifelong changes or problems. And so I've kind of focused on identifying anything that could be happening to kids and putting up together a treatment plan medically, surgically, or with combination of different eating patterns and different, more exercise to make these conditions better.
Awesome. And then right below Carly, we have Amanda. How are you, Amanda?
Good. Thank you so much for having us. My name is Amanda. I am the dietitian that works in the Spark Clinic. So it's my job to really work with our families to figure out, kind of where their eating habits can change a little bit and help them figure out strategies to incorporate healthy eating habits in a really easy way.
Cool. So we've done a few lives with the Spark Clinic in the past, but maybe for some of our new viewers who aren't familiar, Carly, could you tell us a little bit more about the Spark Clinic and what it does?
Yeah. So as you can see, this is a team approach. We are not just you see one provider type of clinic. We have us as the dietitian. We have our physical therapist, myself, and we also have a behavioral therapist that will see all patients to kind of work on changing our ways, improving our motivation to make our lifestyle just a little bit healthier. We also have a social worker that visits with every family just to help them out with maybe community resources or anything else that we can do to help them live a healthier life as well. Our big focus is on small little changes a family can make just that go in a healthier direction. We don't focus on completely taking away everything you do. It's more of a let's add some healthier things maybe to your routine before we start taking away things. And so we just know that our goal is not necessarily always weight loss or putting you on a diet. It's just about making a small little changes and giving you guys the information and the tools to live healthier as a family.
Yes. Wonderful. Well, you just spoke a little bit about how you guys work together, but I'd love to know more. So maybe for a child or a family that is first getting started with the Spark Clinic, how do you and other employees in your clinic work together to help that approach?
Yeah, I can start talking about that one. So we work together. We all do our separate thing, but we meet once a week to discuss all of our patients and talk about what their biggest needs are and how we can kind of work together to accomplish those goals. For example, if I have a patient, we identify that patient has really high cholesterol, or maybe the blood work suggests they're close to developing type 2 diabetes, their nutrition goals are going to be a little bit different than the average patient too. We might focus on reducing high fat foods or changing the quality of carbohydrates. So that's where me and Amanda might work together a lot. Or with this kid really needs a lot more exercise to improve some joint issues, then me and Scott really formulate a plan too. So we really work together, but we all we have our expertise in our own separate areas too.
Awesome. Scott or Amanda, do you have anything else to add?
I don't think so. I think Carly really nailed it. We do really work together well as a team and communicate about our patients and what we can do to best help them. So yeah, I think we have a great approach here.
Awesome. So like I mentioned at the beginning, today we're talking all about healthy family tips for the holidays, which sometimes I know the holidays can get kind of stressful for many families, just prioritizing health and exercise. So the next question is, what tips do you guys have as we gear up for those holidays?
So I can start with this one, guys, and I'll let you jump in. But we tell our families enjoy the holiday. You don't feel like you need to put yourself on this diet over the holiday to not enjoy some of those foods you only have maybe once a year, and that are celebrated events. And maybe it's grandma's pie she only makes once a year. We want you guys to enjoy those times, and just trying not to overindulge those sometimes, or letting that lead to multiple days of maybe not being active, or overindulging on too many sweets or big portions.
Mhm.
I guess from a therapy standpoint, this time of year is a great time for fitness. There's lots of sales, lots of promotions for fitness equipment. There's classes, there's educational tools, there's gym memberships. There's lots of ways to get involved. But probably the most important thing is to plan for exercise during the holidays. Put it on a list of things to do. Use the buddy system. Having friends or family exercise with you is a great way to keep you motivated. And then make it fun and enjoyable. Do things that you enjoy doing. Sports are always a nice thing, or family activity or family challenge is another way, just to kind of get everybody involved and kind of keep them going in these cold months.
Yeah, and I always try to talk to our families about really sticking to their plan during this time of year. It can be challenging with the different holidays and kids being in and out of school and just crazy schedules. But the more they can keep their regular routine is really super helpful, because then you're not, finding yourself in the kitchen snacking all day. Or like Carly said, you're not overindulging on those treats too much. If you can keep your normal routine the best you can, that's one of the best tips that we can provide our families.
Awesome. And yeah, my leads right into my next question for you, Amanda. What makes a balanced Thanksgiving plate?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think, like Carly alluded to, there's tons of different holiday traditions and foods that we only get once a year. And so even though maybe they won't be the most nutritional for our body, they don't have all the vitamins and minerals and things like that, they really help with our emotional health, and they help us, have those good memories and things like that. So it's important to let our families know it's okay to include all of those things. But then on your plate, if you can also find a good source of protein, like turkey maybe at your Thanksgiving dinner, that's going to be a great option. And then incorporating color through fruits and vegetables that might be on the table as well. The more they can get color on your plate, the hopefully more nutritious that plate's going to be for you.
Awesome. So we just have a few more questions here for our friends at the Boys Town Pediatric Weight Management Clinic. So if you're watching live and you have a question for them, now is the time to comment. If you're watching later on after this live has already been recorded, you can always message our page with a question, and I'm happy to facilitate and get you an answer. The next question is, what are some ways that families can prioritize movement over the holidays, especially with it being so cold out in Nebraska?
That's a good question. At this time, when the days are shorter and it's dark so soon, our bodies are producing more melatonin, which is kind of our sleep hormone. Therefore, we have to really engage in things that will help us stay healthy and motivated. Getting some sunshine, whether it either be just walking out and take a nice walk outside in the daylight, or sitting with the sunshine on you, is helpful. Getting plenty of sleep, regular exercise, staying hydrated at this time of year is very important. And then activity is going to help us kind of kick in our immune system as well, which is going to help us stay happy, healthy, and just avoid illnesses. So there's indoor and outdoor things to do. Indoors, obviously we can do walking like in the mall, stair climbing, jump roping, dancing, get involved in a gym membership or workout videos at home. So there's lots of things we can do at home. And then outside, of course, just taking a brisk walk, obviously putting appropriate clothing on and protect ourselves. But things such as shoveling snow, sledding, ice skating, sports, and then even just going outside and having fun and playing tag is just a great way to kind of keep active either indoor or outdoor during these cold months.
Yes, that's great. How can we make healthy eating and exercise part of our daily routine during the busyness of the holiday season?
Yeah, I think like I was saying a little bit earlier, trying to stick to whatever your normal regular schedule is. It can be hard during this busy time of year, but the more normal you can keep it, the better. But then I also think we know it's going to be busy, right? So planning ahead is going to be an important piece of that. Maybe it's a calendar that you have hanging on your fridge that, writes your dinner meals down for the week, or, you've got your running grocery list going. But the more that you can plan and kind of put those things in place ahead of time, the easier it's going to be to stay on track with whatever your nutrition, exercise, health goals might be.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So the last question is, how do families get connected with the Spark Clinic? Is it by referral, or how does that work?
Yeah, if we can always help out with that too, if patients or parents ever have any questions. But the best way to get to be seen in our clinic is talk to your primary care provider or a specialist that you see and voice your concerns, maybe about your child's weight or their eating habits, or maybe if there's some teasing or bullying or self-esteem issues too. We can address all those things. So talk to your PCP and they can send a referral to our clinic, and we'll call right away to get you in as soon as we can. You can always just call our clinic too and say, I'm not sure if my son or daughter is appropriate for your clinic, but this is what's going on. We kind of guide you through that too. And more information's on our webpage too, where you can read about us. But yeah, we'd love to see you guys.
Yes. And I will make sure for everyone watching to link our website with all of the Spark Clinic information, and the phone number is on that page. So I'll put that in the comments after this video concludes. But thank you all so much, especially taking time out of your very busy schedule the week of Thanksgiving. We really appreciate you hopping on.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Thanks for having us on.
Of course. Well, we hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving and an even better Christmas, and we will see you on our next live. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.